thought I came to play, but I'm playing my way. Going back to me and the music I love, listening to J-A-Z-Z, Bob Jones. Remember Taxi? Remember when there were really good shows to watch? Remember when actors could really act? Remember when singers could really sing? Remember when you had bands and stuff like that could really play? Who weren't just stunting and fronting, okay? For a view. Remember when people really worked for their food instead of doing whatever it is you do? This song is by Bob James, the legendary Bob James. The song is called Angela. And if you all remember Taxi, see, if you're my age, you remember Taxi. I've got my hair covered today because I washed my hair last night. My new moon ritual. After I had to serve the devil and send him and all his little minion muggles back to the hell that they're used to. Please stick to the rivers and lakes that you're used to, because I'm not a river that you're used to. I'm not the river that you're going to screw. I'm not the river. You know what? Okay. Anyway, I'm waking up, drinking my water, but not the net. Wait a minute. I had that bottle. How many? Am I double shotting water today? Anyway, going back to whenever I had the infusion. And one of the things, and like I said, I went specifically after, well, again, no matter what was going on, you can tell when you are that chick. You can tell when you are God rich. You can tell when you are the legacy. I don't know. Some of you tell me you all go to the hospitals, you do, and you still dying like flies after 50,000 damn shots. Why? But you wanted to say I'm the lie. When I said after I got the infusion, I'm like, no more. Nurse's kid. Really legitimate nurse's kid. I know everybody's a healer now, right? Everybody's a nurse. You can buy a nurse. You know what I'm saying, if you know what I'm saying. But you can't buy all of them. Like you can buy a teacher, but you can't buy all of them. Like you can buy politics and politics, and you can buy preachers, but you can't buy all of them. Not if they're real. And that's the beautiful thing about the real deal of what we are under right now, is Saturn return. I know you guys don't like talking about astrology and you rather talk about Jesus, but that in itself is an astrological phenomenon. You see, you don't read, you don't know how to put it together, but you say you're smarter than me. When Mensa said, let me, because you thinking I'm saying Mensa, M-E-N-S-A. Research, you Google porn, Google what Mensa is today. Oh, you're going to Google maybe Dolo the Pilot Man to tell you what it is. You listen to everything, since he literally thinks he created everything. Really, this is not a knock on Dolo, but I'm just saying, bro, stay in your lane, do you. You can't do me. And everything did not come from you. It is really absurd for anybody. I don't give a damn how crazy or how whatever. Like, it's like, even like with Mark Marcel, but remember, I am God and God is me and da-da-da-da-da. But he hasn't been making any movies lately. What happened to gurus? I mean, now you got hoes being gurus. Why is that? Guru. And again, I'm not knocking everybody. I'm just clapping back. It's like that last bit of like, let me get this off my back. And then Sylvia. Remember when I had a little sister named Sylvia in Atlanta? Wonderful photographer. I guess she still is. But I remember in September, I remember so much shit from you. See, let's clear this out, because we'll never talk in real life again. Nope. That relationship, whatever it was through. I took you on as a little sister. I took you on as a mentor. I told you your photography will be your greatest gift. I didn't know that you had so much jealousy in you. Your family actually was really, really cool. And I understood with the whole thing, with what your dad was going through with the dementia and all that, because my landlord was going through that too. And I mean, and mom was super, super cool. But you kept trying to tell mom what to do. And I'm like, this is a grown ass woman who's telling you what to do when you don't even have your life together. Do you? But you know what you did last year? You know what you did. You know what you did. And when I realized that you had aligned yourself with Dallas, that crazy ass kid. If y'all were listening to me, remember when I told you that when Magic, when radio, Magic 107 in Atlanta, when we had our birthday party, and it was me and Chris Welch on one side, and it was Dallas and Tony Jackson. They were the morning team. That was the morning team that I told you. Tony Jackson was a legend. Still a legend in my mind. Tony was the coolest person. He was from the traffic reporter to the morning show, the Tony Jackson show and stuff like that. So, and it's, you know how things start out well and then they go immediately to hell, especially when you're dealing with a narcissist. When you're dealing with a narcissist, they will do anything to make everything about them. Instead of knowing how, I'm calling you what you are, because you know what? I am pretty sure who and what you are. And you need to know today. I'm not the same person that you stalked back in the day at Magic 107. Little hoe. Okay, mommy, pull back. Daddy says she's taken care of. She better be. Because if either of these bitches come to me. Click, click, clock. So, let's check your oximeter. Oh, we're going to get back to that. Bitch, we ain't stopping with this. I told you it's Feel Good Friday. Free Yourself Friday. I'm freeing me. You're going to hear my story. You're going to hear my story. I'm listening to some jazz. Real jazz. My oximeter says 98 and it's 72, so I'm good for a person my age who haven't taken 50,000 vaccines in NC. You know what I mean when I'm saying freeing myself and being me, the real nurse's kid. How is somebody going to tell me what's in medicine? How is Boo Boo the fool or Boo Boo the clout chasing hoe going to tell me about medicine, yo? How is this chick going to say when I'm throwing up and everything from all this stuff? Well, yeah, you know, I remember a time I was drunk too. Bitch, you are drunk. Wow, did she really do that? I told you. You shouldn't have played me. You should have been a better friend to me. And then you had the nerve to talk about, you got it real twisted in your head that you feel like my husband would pick you over me. When I was trying to teach you, when I was getting ready to leave Magic, and I saw the hell that was coming at you because I saw you a little bit of a loose cannon and open to certain things. And I knew they were coming for you. I saw the better of you, but you chose to be the worst in you. And you did the same bingo. Confirmation, as they say. I know. You did the same damn thing. All of a sudden, you really got on that Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, Jade Smith, Willow Smith circus show. Did it work for you? Did it work for you? Did it work for you? Guess I'll see you in September. It's September. And no, you haven't seen me in September. You won't see me in November. You won't see me in December. You won't see me no more. No, you made that call. You chose the other side of hell. Maybe it was like being in the city of Atlanta and living in Atlanta all this time and all that energy. Because I'm telling you, Atlanta, living in the city of Atlanta, more or less being in Atlanta, well, let's just put it this way. My real bestie and my godchildren, they live far, far away. You know, you start in Atlanta, and then when you get it, you're like, okay, I can't. Because most people know, you have to wonder, like some people who like want to be in the city, I want to live in the city. I don't want to be in the midst of all that mess, because it's always intense. So much energies are in the city. So much drama. You got all of them. You got everything. You got every spirit, negative and good, in the city. That's why you have city halls and the police and all this and all that and blah, 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 blah. Remember when I was telling you, like I said, I mean, stuff like that in the city. Remember, like with the what was the Friday night thing that I would do at BC Broadcasting with the club in the city, nice club, partially owned by a frat brother who is a lawyer. So how did you not know? And I told you I don't do ladies lockup shows, but you said I'm going to do the after party. But you did the ladies lockup, right? The ladies lockup is like coming, you know, the after party was supposed to start at 12:30. The ladies' lockup started at 12. I'm coming in, and the security guards are shielding my eyes like, we don't want you watching this. I don't even want to be here at this point. And if my husband knew, oh my God, like, oh my God, if my husband knew what was going down, he would like come and no, nope, because we had talks about that, and I know I know I didn't like ladies lockups. He knew I didn't like and he didn't want me going to ladies lockups. Now, I mean, has my husband ever been to a strip club? Probably so, but that's another thing, because he's just like, he knows he is protective of my energy, and he doesn't want all these energy. That's what a real man, a real husband, a real king would do for his queen. Protect you from those energies. Why do you think I have all this protection on me? My dad was in the military. My mom was in the military. My hubby was in the military. And again, let's talk about Social Security. Let's talk about, you forget I am a legal eagle. I was getting ready to go into law before I decided to go into broadcasting, I thought my mom was just going to rip my head off when all these years of being like just the student I am, and then saying I wanted to go in broadcasting school at CCTC in Sanford. But that was beautiful for me, because that's where I became one of Jerry's kids, and he taught me that urban radio does not deserve you. He was right. I mean, for whatever you say, black against white and white against black, the worst people who've ever done anything into me in radio has been black people. That is so sad. Check that. No, I don't give them that credit. They're not black people, they're niggas. Niggas have been my bane to my Batman and black radio. Real black people, you cool. Real white people, you cool. Any crigger, I'm not trying to say the other word today, or as my daddy would say, any cracker would come up to me. I'm my daddy's kid. I'm not afraid of crackers, okay? So that's why I said, don't come up to me with that bullshit. Don't come up to me with that, I know I'm superior. You don't even know who you are. You don't even know who you are. I know more about you than you will ever know about yourself. So before you check me, you better check yourself. But anyway, let's get this story, because I'm in my jazz mood. I'm feeling good. My hair is all over the place. That's why I got it covered up, okay? Because I said I just washed it last night and it was still dry. When you wash dreads, it takes for hours and hours to dry. And so I'm probably going to wash it again, and then, twist it up with some little coconut oil and olive oil. Because my computer's doing all kinds of, why do you have everything opening up right now all of a sudden? Why? I'm not even touching you, and every window is opening up. People are noticing me there. So, okay, but let me get this out the way, though, because I just wanted to be heard before somebody else tells their story. Because when other people tell their story, they'll make you the villain, and they the hero. But no. This is not the Sylvia show. This is not the Dallas show. This is not the little weightlifter show. This is not the little 4'9" chick that maybe she was lifting weights and shit. Maybe she wanted to be a man. Maybe she is a man. I don't know. I don't care. But I know the whole little narcissist was jealous. That's the one. That's the one that I told you that Chris Welch and I, two Pisces. We, and by the way, shout out to that New York. He was one of I will say this. Mary Catherine Sneed and Kathy Hughes, they put a legacy team together at Magic 107. They did. I don't think I think Kathy knew that. I don't think Mary Catherine knew, or at the time maybe didn't care, because, we were all, the baby was Hot 97.5. That was the baby, because she had her own particular money in that station. However, here come Magic 107. When you get professionals together who are really professionals, how can you lose? You know what I'm saying? You had Tony Jackson, who was a legend. You had me, who I was a legend. You had Chris, who was a legend. So of course we weren't even supposed to reach the numbers. I think it was our first book. We had a rating of 2. Whatever the rating was, it was more than they thought. We're up here, Mary Kay was never drinking the control room, but we're drinking in the control room. I mean, I'm drinking champagne. You sure you want me to do this during the midday? Yeah. And I mean, I got to shout out to Alice Need too. We've had a couple of, oh God. I still remember the Motown man, let me tell you white boys with ponytails something. Please, please, please stop telling black people who grew up with Motown what Motown works and what Motown does. And we grew up, you did not invent Motown. White boys, consultants, Alan, with all due respect. So when I kept telling you you were doing the white boy version of the Motown Mid Cafe that you had me do. I tried to make that shit hot, but it was boring to me, and that's why I was doing that. It was great that I had personality, because I mean, literally the music was just like, there's so much music in Motown. There's so much stuff that never makes it. There's so much stuff. Consultants have like about a window of about 20 or 30 songs that you expect to play over and over and over and over again. That's why I said some of your greatest artists never get played. A lot of your greatest artists get shelved. See, I learned that from Edge magazine. Like, I don't know Columbia / Sony didn't buy up a whole lot of artists just to put them on their roster and put them on the block, while they push their 1 or 2 or 3, 4 artists up. That's what they do. It's called what? Separate, conquer, and divide, or whatever, something like that. Business. I guess they call it business. But if they see you very, very good at what you do, and it's 2 things. They will see right off the bat, I want to bring them into my group. But if they've got a particular group that they're pushing, then they're going to sit you to the side. You could be 10 times better than them. But that's why they got you. Because you were that good, and they're going to sit you to the side. See, that's why I never wanted to take that ride of being famous. I'm doing my opposite. Because I had this for like over a year or 2. And I'm just using it. That's so crazy. It's the stuff like that I do. But I realize how important it is to check my oximeter rate. I'm going to get back to the Sylvia hate in a minute, because that was hate. You know, when you have a fake friend that you realize that they're just all about the clout. Oh, I'm good. My oxygen level is 99, and the other thing is 85. I'm real good. Or was it the heart rate or whatever? Whatever is 99, 85, 83. I'm super good. This is like, the levels for like in the 20s and the 30s back in the day. 20s and 30s today, y'all about dead. Notice how so many people who've taken 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What are you on your 10th vaccine now, and you can't even get out of bed? Did you see the dance I did last night? I will admit though, I'm tired now. I'm super tired. I'm probably gonna sleep all day, because I got a double date with nature tomorrow. So, yay! Mom and Dad, continue to have the weather just be wonderful, 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 because you know how I love my nature therapy and my family, my soul tribe. These are the ones who help me stay alive, and I in turn show love and give that vibe back to them. Just letting people know your government lied for a fee, and then they bought these celebrities, and then they bought these po-ass rappers and actors and actresses and all the music. Notice how all the celebrities who have, noticed the people who are doing commercials right now. Remember when actors, never do a commercial. Never do a commercial. No, because they were so good, right? I'm an actor. I'm an actress. I'm this. I'm that. Now you're poor. Bingo. Now your ass is poor. So now you down with the little people that lifted you up. Now you screaming and hollering like, Rihanna, lift me up. That was such a my God. That was not a service to Chadwick Boseman, what y'all did with any of them. That was not, that was like horrible what you did. Why did you you killed literally Black Panther. You killed it in a bad way. You killed it. Like you killed Matrix. Don't ever make any more Matrix movies. Don't. Resurrections kill that dead. 3 hours, 6 hours worth of hostage. We should sue you and say, don't take us through that no more. No, even the Oracle tapped out of that show. That was the worst. And yet, I caught the meaning of it. So, like I said, it's like that movie was written about 2 bitches. And the last 5 minutes of it was worth it, though. Trinity, bam! Neo went, yup, do it again. Bam! bam, I was all up and I felt that. I felt that Trinity energy coming through me. But anyway, getting back to real actresses, salute to the real actors and the actresses, those of you who do what you do and you are underpaid. While you have some people, I mean, I can think of a lot of these new actors, like, again, no offense, but Jenna Ortega, the only thing you can play is Wednesday. And reminding you, that's such a deadpan thing to do, so it doesn't take much to do. I mean, I'm 67 years old, so I can do that too. I mean, let's be real. Who is the real Black Wednesday? And it's funny how people plug into the stuff that you do. Like, how long have people been listening to me? But you said, I'm delusional. I grew up with the Addams Family when it was in black and white. I've always been Black Wednesday all my life. Wednesday's child. Oh, I'm in this fight to win it and end it. Oh, but down. Wait a minute. Drinking water. Not because of the narrative, but because my doctor, whenever I got the infusion and stuff, like whenever I went to that night, January 26, 2020, that night when I walked into the hospital, that night, and and went into the emergency room at Womack that night, and less than 30 minutes, more like 20 minutes, I'm being rolled into the ICU. The emergency, anybody who knows emergency rooms anywhere, I don't know about on the other side of the world, but anywhere in this state, in this city, you go to the emergency room, your arm could be hanging off. You could have 50,000. You could be shot more than 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people fall out, and they don't give a damn. They ain't gonna see you till they want to see you. There are a lot of people, I mean, let's be real. There are people there's stories of that, unless they Mandela those out. There's stories of people who have died at Cape Fear Valley emergency room. I mean, died in the emergency, died. They saw them die. You're in the emergency room, and they literally let you die in the emergency room. So, but here the little chosen girl, here the little wherever I am, here, God's daughter coming in, and 20 minutes later, I'm being wheeled into ICU. They're saying my blood pressure is enough to kill 10 cows. Like, how are you still living? I walked in, I drove here at night, and I walked in. What are you talking about? Whatever this is killing you. Your whole body is failing. Everything is failing. Everything is failing. Your blood pressure is, death over death. And we got this experimental drug. We don't know what it's going to do. But if we don't give it to you, you're going to die. Now, here's the thing. And I do appreciate, let me first and foremost, I want to say salute to my team. Because for whatever your purpose was, you worked for me. And I had 7 doctors. See? It's the irony. Did I say irony? It's the irony that it's the numbers for me. Y'all say this matrix stuff, but you don't really see. You can have a real celebrity right in your backyard, but you wouldn't know what to. You don't know what to see. You're so busy listening to these fake ones on TV or on the radio. Everybody's a celebrity now. Everybody's a rapper, yo. All my life, I wanted to be famous. I didn't. I was already famous. I never wanted to be famous. I never wanted that type of shit show. I never wanted that type of. If you really remember at Foxy, I had crowd control like that. Crowds loved me. I mean, I had that song, and as me, I'm gonna just say, just being a Pisces, but I'm just saying I like my anonymity a bit. I got into radio. I was wondering if you were gonna come back, as I was gonna have to go. I started talking about real radio stuff and not radio lies. Anyway, a lot of guys got into radio to fuck chicks. Seriously. They just, either they didn't, remember they say, oh, you got the voice for radio, which means you didn't have the look for TV, but they got into radio to fuck chicks. Listen, let me tell you about these high school reporters around here. Mommy said, come outside. Y'all want to tell all book. Y'all like these tell all lies. What happens when you tell all the truth? Y'all know a really famous high school reporter who made famous. Melissa Summers was a high school reporter. Remember how I helped you, Melissa? Remember how I helped you in a lot of ways, even in Colombia too. Okay, remember how you slighted me in Atlanta on that stage? My husband remembered that. My husband said after then, don't help that bitch ever about nothing again. My husband did not like you. I should have paid attention more to the people my husband didn't like. I'm just saying, this is my job. He was like, that gets back to you too, Sylvia. So yeah, Melissa. And then Melissa, after she did all of that and became so famous, mega famous, right? Melissa, y'all pick certain stars coming out of North Carolina, coming out of Fayetteville. Melissa the Great. Melissa did a lot of things. Then all of a sudden, Melissa had to run to Africa to find God. But I'm just saying, how remember, you always notice how the biggest hoes become the biggest Bible belters. Extremes. But anyway, so yeah, I remember everything. So anyway, I'm just jamming to one of his neighbor's music. It's kind of like a reggae beat. Just vibing with the flow. It's a Val Jones show. It's a Ranger show. Hear this air flowing over me. I'm just happy like a little bee. I be queen of my galaxy. Who yeah me? Who yes is daddy looking over me. And my mama too got my feet on the ground. And you know what's going down? It's not me, but yeah, I'm going down. I'm going around. Just who do you see? What would Jesus do? Maybe he would do me. And Mary too. Don't fuck with my legacy. Anyway, but these people say they represent Lord Jesus. Jesus who? What Lord? Your Lord's like P. Diddy. And I told you, P. Diddy, you think I can't put together 1 and 1 and 2 plus 2? No offense, but Uptown needs to fall back, and you know why I'm saying that. This is what I never did in the industry. I never fucked my way to the top. I never sucked off my boss. I never did any of that. I never sucked or fucked off on any rapper or any singer. Many of them tried to roll up on me. Listen, I remember, I mean, even with my companions, even at the YBPC, listen, there was this one Pisces guy who was this, I will be, and by the name, I'll just say by the name of Stanley. I know several Stanleys, okay? But there was this one, he was like, that was the recipe. He was gorgeous. He was dark skinned. He was like, oh my God. I was just, and he had the charisma. When Pisces have that charisma, you have that charisma. And one of the first times we met at the YBPC, because reminding you, I was always me. From the day when I got radio to the day I left radio, which I haven't left it, but I just do my own thing. But I was always me. The one thing you don't ever want to do to me, because I don't floss on you like that, so don't floss on me. Don't come, a real Top Gun energy that's securing themselves. Well, I know that's part of the whole radio industry, but so I take that back. Oh yeah. We have a love language. And I'll leave it at that. But anyway, the worst thing you could ever do to me is come up to me and say, do you know who I am? Frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn. Are you my mother? Are you my father? Then why would I care? Don't come up to me. Do you know who I am? Bitch, I don't know and I don't care. So, I was just like doing me and everything. And I guess, he was at the time a high vibing rep and stuff like that. But I didn't know who he was. And so he came off wrong. Like, do you know who I am? And I said that. I say that there's certain people with egos, and then they're like, one or two things happen. It's like, they got to prove to me. So they feel like they have to prove themselves to me, or like, I want to get her. Like I said, the devil could come. Do you know who I am? I don't give a damn, bitch. And now the devil's in love with me and won't leave me alone. But you will, though. You will, though. You will, though. That's a cue. Come on. Holy Spirit, come on down. Anyway, so he had that look, and for a brief minute, because I know it was me and another record rep, a girlfriend of mine by the name of Juliet, and so he was hitting on me, And the other guy, his friend, was sitting on Juliet. But this is something I realized. And I mean, guys, you let me know. You let me know. But my Pisces fives went, because everybody in the radio, the entertainment industry, or the entertainment industry, period, everybody is free with what they do. And I don't judge anybody. I'm just not you. Like I told you, whenever I'm going to, that's why I stopped going to the industry parties, because I don't do the things they do. I don't care if you're sucking and fucking and coking out. That's not the shit I'm all about. So because I'm sitting by myself, just, watching TV, they look at me and say, I'm the narc. I'm the narc. Like, not the narcissist, but I'm the narc. Like I'm about to set them. I'm not like the undercover cop or anything. That's not me. And I go into invisibility mode, because that stuff is not, I've never been one to do that, ever. So at 67 years old, why would I do that now? Why would I lose my life in a life of drugs when I never did that? What the fuck? Salute to the good kids. We go through so much. I feel the wind blowing. Thank you, Mom. The wind is blowing. The sun is out. It's a beautiful day. Blue skies over Pallades. Nothing but blue skies over me. That one's for Robinson County. They know why. Anyway. Wilmington. You can have a gift right in your hand and lose it playing for the wrong team. Know what I mean? Anyway, this poor little thing is 67 years old and dancing off of Cardi B. Now, let me say this. That is not necessarily saying I'm giving a pass to Cardi B or Offset with the new, now he's going to do Michael Jackson. None of y'all can do Michael Jackson. None of y'all ain't Michael Jackson. None of y'all can never be Michael Jackson. For everybody who thinks that we're going to raise up to the level of Michael Jackson, we sold more records. No, you sold more sus shit. Let's be real on how you do that, you tricks. The industry is a trick. Well, I have never wanted to be famous because I'm just not that kid. I just love music. I love music. I grew up on music. My parents were into music. I have lost more albums in the in-law fire. I have lost millions and billions of dollars worth of albums due to some dumb people of my husband's who didn't know what they have. My husband's relatives. Like, no, I never want to see any of you ever again. You had gold right in your hand and you didn't know what to do with it because you were low-vibing heathens. Robinson County is weird. Y'all weird. Because everybody... I'm not saying them. I'm just saying there's a lot of incest that goes on in Robinson County, and I'm leaving it at that. Why do you think some people have not been brought into the tribal council? That does not make you a Native American doing what you do. But hey, do you. God's not through with you. God's not through with the whole east part of from Cumberland County on. You know what though? It's about to be hurricane season again. So go with the flow. Maybe your God will save you. Your God didn't save you when those hurricanes came through. With all those bridges are still broken. Those dams are still broken. Where did the money go? It's like 9/11. Where did the money go? Where I know, right? I know. Hey babies, I know. The birds are saying, "Sing it, girl. Sing it." Mother Nature's with me. Look at the glow. Daddy too. How does she do what she do? I don't know. But so I'm a celebrity in another mention, I guess. Anyway, because I never did this shit show that y'all call entertainment industry. That just wasn't me. So to think that you were going to sacrifice the one who would help you all for free. I broke your records. I went against the consultants doing me because I knew good music. I had to go with my integrity. Listen, if you pull me in on your team to win, then I'm going to. I don't like to lose. If you're picking me for your team, I like to win. Then you want to diminish me because that makes you feel a certain kind of way about you. Step up, my friend. Step up to my level. Don't try to bring me down to yours. I try to bring up a couple of people beside that. Y'all were nothing about chasing jealous ass whores. Jealous. That's why I was dancing on that song for various reasons. How is somebody 67 years old? Look at you have athletes, you have babies. First off, the fact that you were giving these vaccines to babies. You're talking to a military brat. I'm very well aware of vaccinations, immunizations, and everything. Remember? Military kid, we get the sugar cube and all this and all that. The door just went wide open when I said that. So somebody is feeling, how you doing, Hunter? Whichever hunter I'm talking to, wabbit, wabbit, wabbit. Ain't fun when the wabbit got the gun. I just heard a shot. My tribe knows what I'm talking about. And again, I'm telling you, this is not throwing Trump support. I'm just saying Biden is funky ass, flaky ass shit too. One sold off the military for a buck. The other sold off the entire country. So, pow. Tribe gets it. Tribe gets it. My men and women across the way, they saw people dying from them, okay? Forget the fact that they see that almost every day, especially if you go into war. But forget the fact that they saw people like start to feel different, act different. I've talked to people who said the minute that they took that stuff, they started getting sick and everything. But yet they couldn't say anything because, again, getting back to that night that you gave it to me, you said, though, I had to sound, okay, Ranger Jacobs, I got it. I'm looking at a baby monarch fly, a butterfly. See, I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm paying attention. I got it. I got it. I got it. The baby monarch fly. I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. And I know the yellow swallowtail, and I know the spiced swallowtail. See, I'm learning. So so when you look at me tomorrow and say, "What's that, Val?" I'm gonna be able to tell you. I told you, I'm a good student. The Manger is on point. So yeah, but you telling me that this could help me, but it could kill me. But I have to sign off on it. Like I can't sue or anything. And really, I know. And really, at the time, I didn't care because I was going through so much drama. I was going through so much drama with I was being Hillsong by I don't know who, Calabasas, the card. I don't know who. All I know, it's somebody that was saying it with this. But I think, I'm feeling like I'm feeling like Jaguar right now. These people be doing some weird queer ass shit, and you can't stop doing it. Why? Because you're crackish as shit. Which gets me back to Sylvia. When 7 weeks later, it's going to all come around in a minute. 7 weeks later, when I'm throwing this stuff up, by this time, we were in full-fledged pandemic mode. Full-fledged. Fort Bragg shut down, about 2 weeks after you asked me in person about my stuff, but thank you to the 7 doctors who were looking over. Thank you. All of that was biblical. You know why you couldn't kill me? Because my mom and my dad's blood was in that hospital. My mom worked at Womack. My mom was a nurse, one of the first women Army Corps, black woman. So don't no white person coming up to me talked about serving. We serve our country. No, you serve me too. This country is not all about white people. Step back, all of you. How dare you go back to your country? Bitch, you go back to yours. Who the fuck you think you talking to? We were the first ones on these shores. Some of us didn't come in slave ships. See, that's where you fucked up on your own trip. You better get to know somebody instead of just reading in these books that's got y'all shook. And when you run into a real one, you don't know what you see. That's why you can't look at me. You think your intimidation is gonna make me go, oh please, sir, please don't hurt me. No, pal, you won't intimidate me. You don't know what I could do. Thank God I got a crew that keeps flying over me, because we don't know what she is, but she's with us and she's an anomaly. Bars. Confirmation. Door wide open for me. Yeah. You're going to have to stand your own ground, but don't get caught up in the narrative of standing your own ground too, because reminding you, some of the same people to tell you to stand your own ground are the same ones that set you up. Trump set up a whole bunch of people. He set up a whole bunch of people. That's what a low-vibe and Gemini would do. They'll come with a little bit of half-truth, and then they'll set up a whole bunch of people and have you going to jail and to hell, which he did, but now he's got to have to pay for that too. That's why I said it doesn't matter. The same sun reigns over the rich or the poor on everyone. It doesn't matter whether you're in Calabasas or in the Hollywood Hills. That same sun, whether you think it's real or not, that same sun does not discriminate. Whatever you think is fake or not, or matrix or whatever, that same sun does not discriminate. Whatever it shines on, it's going to grow, it's going to show, it's going to reveal a light. So I don't give a damn if you're black or white. Now I'm sounding like Michael Jackson. I don't give a damn if you're rich or poor. I don't give a damn if you're the virginal of virgins or you're the whore. That same sun is going to shine on you, and it's going to come through just who you are. And if I've come into your life, one of two things happen. It's either a blessing or a lesson. I had to get the what is the blessing or the lesson for me. Actually, just yesterday years old. Really wasn't just yesterday years old. But again, I had to accept. It's always been a constant battle with me because I don't necessarily want to accept my destiny. Because I'm like, I really don't. I know. That's me. Close, like, I don't really want to do this. Like I said, who you got everybody in your that is the yellow they're called a little yellow they're actually called little yellow butterflies. Well, there's another name for it, right? But they're called little yellow butterflies. I know the name for it, Ranger Jacobs, but it's actually called yellow butterflies. They're the little yellow butterflies too. So that was right too. I told you I'm studying, but yeah. Mommy trying to distract me from like, pay attention to that pretty butterflies. But mommy, daddy says, like come out here and tell no lies. Because the target's already on my head. See, when you're a real chosen one, you better speak up or you're dead. Either way, like I said, if you're going to take me out, you're going to take me out on my feet. But I guarantee you, if you take me out, I'll take out your whole... Well, never mind. I won't do anything. Daddy will. Red Sea, Red Sea, Red Sea. But that's a feminine thing, right? So feminine I would be. Red Sea, water, water, water. Getting back to my doctor. Getting back to the hospital. So 7 doctors are on because my mom's blood was in that hospital. So you can't take me out. It won't matter. Although I did have a kind of Hitler-esque doctor. Coming back when I did the follow through, when I was already saying this medicine is not working for me, and all of a sudden everything is starting to taste like metal to me. And he said, "Oh, it's just your body. It's just your body." He barely looked at me. That's why I said everybody in the military is not kind. Everybody is not colorblind. You have some Nazis and Hitler type, and again, I keep telling you, Nazis and you Hitler types, your boy was a confused Jew. So before you check me, you better fucking check you. You stupid. Do the research on you. Don't you feel dumb, 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 dumb? You've been serving. You've been confused, serving the wrong team the whole time. What does that say about you? 1918. Anyway, but that's why I said when someone look at me and go, and when they see me in person, and I can tell. I saw the look in your eyes, like she is real, yeah. And you like what you see, yeah. You didn't see no scared little negress in me now. Walking by herself like, don't she know what we could do? Don't you know what I can do? Yeah. And you went, oh, we like her. I do. When you're real about your ish, see, I don't go up against anybody. I'm not trying to set it off for no reason. I'm just not, I just don't, I don't care. I'm just trying to be fair to everyone. My thing is now, be kind, be nice, be fair, or beware. Be kind. And thank you to the person at the Dollar Tree. I think I will do a shirt, although by now somebody's going to do a shirt before me, because anytime I say something out my mouth, let me go and rush and do that. And then I'm selling t-shirts. Here's a t-shirt that said, I had a vision. I had a vision. I turned a vision. And I'm going to do this t-shirt. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. I just be doing stuff for me, okay? Not you. Clearly, you don't see me selling nothing. Everybody like, you got to hit these likes and subscribe. Hit them up. Tune in, subscribe, and hit it up. There's another monarch butterfly. I know, Mom. Y'all think I'm kidding. Let's go butterfly hunting. Let's go butterfly hunting. Hello, monarch butterfly. Hey, baby. Hey, in your own backyard. Is this a monarch butterfly? Ranger Jacobs. Hey, baby. Hey. Hey. Oh, what are you? What are you? Where'd you go? See, I took my... I'm trying to get a... That's why, you know what? Oh, that's you're a grasshopper. It's so many things. And look at the flowers. By the way, you see I'm barefoot. Remember how they said don't go outside because outside kills you? They have tried to shut down. They have literally, I told you. Okay, back to me. Oh yeah, I told you they be lying about these vaccines and stuff. I know. The real nurse's kid is saying that, not the narrative. So because I knew, because by the time I went into the hospital January 26, 2020, I had been through so much ish with the community, with people who were betraying me, that I knew were betraying me, with people I didn't know who I knew who were clearly betraying me, with people doing that mind fucking Hillsong shit to me, with that weird shit that Jaguar Wright talk about how certain people do. All that stuff was happening. So honestly, God, I was like saying, and I know I couldn't, I mean, not that I was trying to, because I wasn't at the time, but I just didn't care. So January 26th, I mean, I knew I knew for whatever reason I can't commit suicide. I've tried. Daddy said that ain't gonna happen. We didn't give you life. Your mother willed you to life. Willed you to life. And my sperm made that happen, all right? Doctors were saying this black woman couldn't have no more kids. And she said, watch me. That's real mother love. You think this woman doesn't protect me still? The prize of her life? I'm Gaia's child. I'm baby Gaia. You don't want to make, okay, I'm in my mind, right? I'm in my mind, but y'all the one that sucked the dick, sucked the trick, and did that, and then you blacked out. Remember, Sylvia, how you blacked out in September? I guess I'll see you in September. No, you won't. The minute I heard you, so you talked to the hoe that stalked me in Atlanta. Did I finish the story? Like, so yeah. Anyway, when we were at our anniversary party, and Chris Welch and I, like how you do the banter around, like, you have one side of the crowd do something, you have the other side of the crowd do something. And mind you, the team was winning. We had Shaka Khan, and that was just like one of the greatest nights of my life. That was when I wore my Tony Braxton dress, by the way, that disappeared. My husband saw me wear that. I only wore that dress 3 times, and it just disappeared. Every man, the women too. I mean, I'm in Atlanta, mind you. There was nothing in between me, just spandex and me. Period. And all these slots, these slots down to my back, down to, yeah. I mean, I was like, shit. Kim Kardashian couldn't do the runway walk like I did. Everybody at the station was like, is that Val? Because they never saw me. I'm a t-shirt and jeans chick. That's me. But you know what? This was our anniversary party. So, hey, I brought out that other side of the Pisces. When I brought out my mom and me. My mom is the fashionista. There is not nobody. Let's be real. There's not a goddamn stylist in this world could be a better stylist than my mother. That's why my mom sometimes be like, can you, like, please, like, show them your side. Show them the me in you. And that's maybe why I don't like to wear dresses. I don't, because it's like, but I don't like to wear dresses. I had Easter slips that cost more than your dresses did. Slips. I grew up with Buster Brown shoes, and because I say stuff like that, people get mad at me. So I guess you happy. So see, now look where she is. She living in the ghetto. Living in the ghetto, bitch. I'm living in one of the best places I know compared to what's going on right now. These planes fly over me all day, every day. When the grid goes down, my grid stays on. You want to know why? Okay. Because I'm on the Fort Bragg grid, you stupid bitch. Right now, I'm just saying, shit. I need a new house, though. So that's why I say I either need a new house here, or I need to be on base. But I know where I live. I know where I live. You look at something some kind of way, and you think somebody's living down. But I can tell you, there are people who are living in gated communities. You don't know what's going down. How many times have we've had lawyers and doctors and policemen, the monarch butterfly, shoot each other and going through all types of things? Like little Miss Sylvia. She thought she was the uppity, itch, but you fell off, didn't you? Getting back to Dallas. This bitch. So, Dallas and Tony Jackson doing their thing. I mean, I told you, Dallas is, I would come in, I'm doing the middays, and Tony and Dallas did the morning show. But Tony, one of the coolest people I will ever know, but Dallas was just such a fucking crazy ass shrew. I would go in the control room, to do the little banter, the cross banter, and they are like arguing like the worst of husbands and wives. The worst. Tony's throwing shoes, cups being thrown. I'm like, I can't start my show off like that. That's not the way to start your vibe. So I would literally wait about 20 seconds before my show would start to go into the control room. Long story short, because I was getting the vibe and everything, she was mad. She was jealous of Tony, because Tony was she didn't know her place. It wasn't a Dallas and Tony Jackson show. Oh, this man had the legacy. He had that, and he was cool. You didn't know your role. See, you got these little Napoleonic people, and even Thomas too. But this in their mind, it's all about me. It's Dallas and pow, 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 pow. I must be hitting on something right now, because I just heard pow, 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 pow shots. Confirmation, 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 confirmation. These little crazy ass narcissists. You know what? Sometimes you just have to slay a bitch. But I'm trying to mind my own business, and you can't start out your day with that type of shit. Who wants to start out their day with that type of shit? More or less, fuck that type of shit. So anyway, this chick tried to do. That's why this chick did way too much. And then when you feel. Remember, me being a real empath and I really am who I say I am. I don't have to. They go away. There go Mom. Mom agrees. It's a beautiful warm day, and I'm getting a breeze. That nice Cali breeze. And I'm not talking Cali Uchis either. How y'all doing out there in Cali? Anyway. It's all become clear today. The only thing is, you're famous in all the worlds, but you don't want to be famous. You just want to just like chill. Because I don't want a whole bunch of people around me. Maybe that's why whoever you call it, Jesus, Mitra, East, or whatever, maybe that's why he would just, just walk in the streets, go to the beach, drink a little wine, hang with a little few. He wasn't into all the, thank you. You heard the horn blow. He wasn't into all of you. He wasn't like a TD Jakes or a TD Snake, or he wasn't like, Will Smith trying to get into everything, and I don't know, he wasn't none of that. None of that. It's really sad when you see potential and it's all cap. Watch the butterfly. The monarch butterfly is right in front of me. It's aligned. Mommy said, watch the alignment. You went off your alignment. Go back to alignment. Go back to the story. We don't talk about that. I mean, I know what you're doing, but anyway. Anyway, as far as like with Dallas, get back to the story of a man in our anniversary party. So Chris Welch and I, we got our crowd rocking. One of the best shows ever. Shaka Khan was Shaka toe it up. Shaka toe it up, Shaka toe it up, Shaka toe it up. Now here this little chick. No, I'm going fast forward now, but here's Sylvia's probably something, because I will give her that on her research. But here's somebody who will swear out that she's probably a better music aficionado. Oh yeah, Shaka did this and Shaka did that. Bitch, you just be researching that to just like it's like you do shit just to up it on people. What the fuck is wrong with you? I was a real friend to you, and this is the shit that you do, and you think because of that betrayal I'm gonna take you back as a friend? No, ho, you need some mental health, because I don't play. And you want to think my husband was mad at. He wasn't mad at me. He knew how I am, but he thought I was a little hard on you. I knew I was getting ready to leave, and I knew Crystal Steve, and I knew some other people were going to come, because I knew you were a little feeble in your arrogance. And sure as shit, they did. They got you, bitch. They got you. And you end up being out of a job because you couldn't handle your emotions. But you want to bring back, let's get back to the concert. Let's get this Dallas thing out the way first. So when I realized you aligned yourself with Dallas, I said no, because I will never, ever trust. No. I'll shoot that hoe as much as look at her. No, I don't trust people like that. When you know somebody is that type of crazy, is that type of stalker, I don't play with Cray. I don't play with Cray. Not today. That's why people say, I'm crazy. No. Kids see me. Kids love me. I bet you kids go around here and they'll run. They'll look at, what is this? So, long story short story long. We're doing the concert and we had our crowd rocking remind you, it's our first anniversary party. We got all our sales and our big major advertisers and everything sitting right up front and everything. Everybody, we're putting on our best. That's why I was in my dress, Joe. We're putting on our best show. This is why you cannot deal with a narcissist, because a narcissist will fuck this shit up every time. We're doing what we're doing. We got the crowd rocking. We're doing the banter and everything. Me and Chris Jackson doing this, and then Tony and Dallas doing this, but Dallas is still trying to front, but Tony's a seasoned professional, so he's making it work with what he's got, and then it's back to me and Chris, and then it's back to Tony, and then it's me, and we did something, I did something, and said, okay, now we're going to put a little, because you know, everything I do, I put rhythm in it, because I am naturally rhythmic that way. So tossed it over to her, and she said, well, how the crowd gonna be rhythm when that person ain't got no rhythm? I mean, she said it in such a negative way. She said it in such a negative, low blow, slutty ass, gutter trap, Dallas type of shit way. It's like she had to bring all attention. You know that some people who literally believe any attention is better than no attention. So they don't care if they get negative attention. Any attention, that's a narcissist. Any attention is better than no attention. No, it's not. No, it's not. Especially when it fucks with your money. We had all our advertisers, our major advertisers up front. We had our community, our Magic 107 and our Radio 1 community up front. And here this hoe gonna just pop off on stage on something stupid. Oh, she came for me. She came for me. Now listen, y'all know me right now, right? But when it comes to money, this is something I won't do. I won't front on my money. I will always be professional. This is just therapy for me because I'm writing my own book. These people love these tell-all books and these tell-all lies, but I'm telling my story. Put me on a table of integrity. Give me 10 lie detector tests, and you'll all see she's telling the truth. That's why my story never changes. I remember it quite accurately. So ask Chris Welch. Chris was there. Chris Welch art, a wonderful artist, by the way. So she says something, and she goes after really us, but it was really at me. You know when Pisces go gang gang, Chris looks at her, and he starts to move, and I mean, because you know we had all been sick and tired of her. Tony had like what they call it, Bell's palsy, but it was a stroke. This is how crazy this bitch was. I'm trying not to nut up on the stage because you know me. Because really there was a part of me that said, this little bitch don't understand. I'll beat the black off of her right now. However, all of our bosses, my boss is watching. Mary Catherine's right there. We have advertisers right there. There's money. There's money in the audience. We're trying to put on our best show. And this hoe gonna stunt like that because she wants it all about her. People ain't paying attention to her. Does that sound familiar? So Chris, I told you, ask Chris. I'll never forget that. So Chris has that look, and he starts to make a move. I'm holding like, no. I'm like, hey y'all, we're just kidding, y'all. We're just kidding. See, this is what we do. You know me, I'm the ultimate professional. That's what I do. When it comes time to put on the real show and the real professional broadcaster, that's what I do. That's why I say all these little funky, fucked up, whatever they are, it's like why do you don't understand family friendly? If somebody invites you to a family friendly event, if you're a DJ who is supposed to be playing family friendly stuff, WAP is not the music that you play. Travis Scott music is not the music that you play. There's enough music out there, but radio wants to keep putting this out over and over and over again. Y'all dumb down all the music. You've dumbed down and demonized, not monetized. You've demonized all the music. All the music. Listen, I know we all got a little bit of devil and a little bit of God in us, but no. And the devil you never trust. bitch, are you stupid? Clearly you must be. Ask Chris Welch about that. So Chris wanted to go to this bitch's ass, representing us and representing me. And I'm like, no, 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 no. And I'm just like, and you could tell, because this is what happened. This is when this is how serious it was. See, reminding you, even when I'm on stage, I'm paying attention to everything. The crowd, when she said that, she got the reaction. She got the clap. She got the reaction, because you could hear everybody's just like jamming, yeah, 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 yeah. And all of a sudden the crowd went silent. We had thousands and thousands of people in there, and they went silent. Bitch, that was a bitch ass move. So between that and realizing how she called up this other radio station, public radio station, while I was supposed to do a show around Thanksgiving, and somebody called up and said I wouldn't be coming. I wouldn't call up. Nobody. The only people who knew about that was me and Chris and Tony and Dallas. And I know Tony wouldn't do that, and I know Chris wouldn't do that. So the only person left to do that was Dallas. Between that shit that Dallas was doing, and when you start getting that vibe, I'm like, this is one of these single white female, single black female type of bitches that, this is the type of bitch that put a bomb on your car. Because she's so I don't know what it is. All I know is that's when I went to Mary Catherine and said, listen, because you know me, I don't quit, but I don't play by my life. No radio job, no job, period, is worth my life. Radio don't mean that much to me. The entertainment industry does not mean that much to me that it's worth my life. That's why you picked the wrong motherfucker to try to sacrifice. Or the right one. I see the light. You see it, part light, part dark. Yeah, I love it. So I said, you know what? I can't trust it. I can't trust it. I can't, because one of us has got to go. Either she's got to go, I'm going to beat this hoe at the state. And by this time, even the sales reps and stuff like that happens at the stations. I'll be watching too, because they'll be there. You can feel the people taking bets. Is Val and Dallas going to get into it today? Is Val and Dallas going to get into it today? Is this the day that Val and Dallas going to get into it? Because they know me. They know me, and they know this bitch this crazy hoe, this crazy devil done picked on a bigger devil than her, but she just didn't know. But they knew me enough to know Val's going to be. Some people think because Dallas was lifting weights and everything, she's a weightlifter. That she could probably beat Val's ass. Yeah, but she can't beat a shot in the head. So I'm serious about vampires, bitch. I go Buffy. I go Buffy. Go back to Buffy and Faith and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm both of them, all right? I go Buffy and Faith. My middle name is Faith. What are you talking about? My mom and my dad made me this way. Not your Jesus, not your God, not King James Version. My mom and my dad gave me that name. That's why did the Hebrew Israelites want to name me Desire of God when you could have named me Emunah, Faith? You wanted to change my name when I already had the perfect name, the Faith of God, but you wanted to change it to the Desire of God because you said God is man and man is God, and you can only talk to God through a man, which I argue again, these 7 priests down. The only time I've had God a couple of times in my life was with my male cat. So you mean to tell me that God will only talk to my male cat because my cat is male and got a penis or a dick or whatever, that is. Before you talk to me, see, y'all out of pocket. Like I said with Muslims, y'all out of pocket. You don't be talking about the real Prophet Muhammad. You don't. Alhamdulillah, don't do that on me. Don't do that on me. Because right now my aunt and Isis, the real ones, looking at you. Oh, y'all gonna pay for that shit that you do. I'm just saying Judgment Day is coming through. But you know what? Maybe I'm just talking. Maybe I'm not. Am I talking to you? But anyway, finished up the story with Dallas. So I tell Mary Catherine, I'm not doing this, because this is like, people are making bets, people getting ready to get in a fight, and this chick is crazy, like beyond crazy, all right. And this job is not, even though I'm not, even though I actually like what I'm doing, this is not worth it. So she's like, sit tight, don't you go anywhere, don't you do anything. Long story short, 2 weeks later, there was no more Dallas and there's no more Tony and Dallas morning show. Always remember, when you mess, I don't care what your problem is, but when you mess up the money, you ain't that bitch. Y'all done messed up the money and the bag behind stupid ass sus fags, gender not specific, or maybe it is. Sylvia, for all that Dallas put me through, and I know you saw that too, and I really did try to help you, but you want to put on this stuff like remember you, my big brother, your big brother, my husband, heifer. You still not like you more than me. This was my husband. Where's your energy? You on that Dallas mentality. And that's when I realized, oh. And when you blacked out, notice how all these people blacked out. Notice last year how all these people blacked out. Notice how we were doing all the black and white, which wasn't aesthetic, right? That wasn't aesthetic until you realize, see, it's a deception and the confusion. It's a deception and the aesthetic. Which was which? Boom. The aesthetic of the black and white, that's classic. That is classic. I am a classic chick. However, the deception was a lot of people who got blacked out. Y'all took some bad money. Y'all took some bad money. Y'all took some bad money from the devil to sell some stupid ass shit because the devil went to you for your ego, reminding you the devil will always come to you with your ego. What is it that you want? What is it that you want? You want pussy? I'll give you all the pussy in the world. You want diamonds? I'll give you all the blood diamonds you can get. You want money? You'll get it, bet. But the devil always comes with a price. You sacrificed me, the good kid, to build up your life. That was the setup. Melissa, you got set up. Sylvia, you got set up. Dallas, you got ate up. And if all this stuff about Houston, if Dallas is the representation of Houston or Texas or whatever this energy that's coming from me, let me tell you, I am not a Kennedy. You will not be shooting me. Bitch, you know what mom's going to do to all of y'all? All it takes is a snap and a clap for mom to get all of y'all. I'm just saying, I don't control the weather. Y'all say the military do. What is this? This is a pine tree, right? So what is this? I need to do the plant net thing on that. I'm just, I know Saturn and Pisces. I can leave it at that. So getting back to Sylvia, when I had 7 weeks after my body's purging all this infusion, and I'm like, we're in a full-fledged pandemic mode. They're body bagging everybody. I mean, you know what? If you were half dead, if you were on your way, bottom line, period. If you were calling 911, you were going to be dead that day. 911 won't coming around, and if they did, they were going to straight body bag you. I'm just saying, it's like the medical industry. Notice how the medical industry and the morticians, are hand in hand. They're bed mates. The politicians, why? I'm just saying, you got to do the numbers. Y'all don't do the numbers, man. I do. I watch. I had people say, you know too much. Bitch, what is that? Maybe you just don't know enough. Why is it a problem for me that I know too much? Why is it a problem for me that I had a happy childhood? Why is it a problem for me that I had 2 good parents? I told you, jealousy is the first sin. Greed with no conscience is the second one. That's where the arrogance, the jealousy makes people just mad that they can't be you. They blame their insecurity on your efficiency and on your efficient legacy. Like, I just didn't get famous or rich or anything. My mom and my dad worked for that shit. Every black person did not come on slave ships. Every black person did not work under slave masters. Some people were sharecroppers. Some people, Wilmington, did you not forget that you had free blacks to do? Y'all don't even talk about your real history, but y'all still in that slave mentality. You still got those 7 people who killed. How do you run a whole community off into the Cape Fear River? Red Sea, bitch. Red Sea, Red Sea. There's so much blood that flows. There's so many ghosts. There's so many spirits. There's so much revenge in the Cape Fear River. There's a reason why black people don't like the Cape Fear River. And there's a reason why we respect the Cape Fear River, because there are ghosts that are waiting for just a right cracker to step your toe in there so they can snatch you down to the sea. Am I lying? I personally had a uncle or something that I never that got a cousin or something like that that got ate up by the Cape Fear River. Cape Fear River's got. I mean, you know what? It's the undercurrent, and that's why I keep telling you. That's why I keep telling you, youngins, at that go to Curry Beach. Everybody, the little boy tells you to go to. We going to the beach. We going to the beach. Listen. Sometimes pay attention to when your elders are sitting back on the beach. Like, we're not swimmers. Didn't we teach you how to swim? And yes, I'm a black person who knows how to swim. However, I have to. When I don't like, there's some things I don't like to swim in when I have to, but I know how to swim. So all black people don't like. No, I know how to swim. I don't mind the water. It's just that some water I just don't get in. You just don't when you know what you know. Why? So anyway, that's what I said. When you see the elders sitting back, when you see the elders sitting back on the beach, and when you see the lifeguards waving a flag, but because they did it, and you living your best life, we can do it. We can do anything. So you go out there. If thou did it, we can do it. If they did it, we can do it. So you go out to the beach. Don't go out to my beach though, because my beach works for me. There's reasons why I don't go out. I go to Cure Beach. I used to go to Atlantic Beach, and then I found Fort Fisher, and I went, oh, this is my happy place, because it was Fort, okay? See, I told you. Anytime I realized my happy place has always been around soldiers or that type of energy, because that's how I grew up. I remember coffee with my mom at the dinner table. I remember seeing my dad study for North Carolina Mutual, being one of the first people who did computer classes, learning how to be an insurance person for North Carolina Mutual. I remember my dad lifting a community up that failed him horribly. The same community that has failed me horribly. You wonder why I don't do anything for you? Because you did not do shit for me. Once again, you do the same ass thing you do. You still stuck in slavery. You talk about reparations and freeing blacks, and we better than that, and we do this, but you do the same goddamn thing. Y'all didn't pay me. You didn't buy a t-shirt for me. You didn't buy a book for me. You didn't buy anything. But you buy some of this other bullshit. Why? Because they just like you. See what jealousy will do? How in the hell is Bobo on the hood or Ho-Ho around the corner writing a better book or doing a better poem than me? In reality, then why don't you go to them? Why are you still watching me? Where they at doing today? Are they talking about how they're great activists for the community? What community? Screw your community. I'm with my community. I chose wisely. Look at this wind blowing. Who is all the elements? Who's doing a song? Who's doing an album? I don't know. It doesn't matter, because it's not about you anymore. It's about me. So getting back to, like I said, when I got the infusion, 7 doctors, by the way. 7 doctors, by the way. And this is another thing. Why does anytime I play some music on YouTube and it's blocked, in certain countries, but it's always blocked by Belarus, Russia? How does Belarus, Russia own all the music? How does Belarus, Russia own all the music? How does the Maldives or Belarus, Russia? Belarus, Russia owns urban music, owns jazz music, owns rock music. Who sold the rights to Russia? Oh, and there goes the, okay. Wait. Come on. It's the blackbirds for me. I say that and 3 blackbirds come through. It's a synchronicity for me. Nature be talking to me, but you say I'm crazy. I'm crazy. And yet I'm 67 years old and looking better than all of you. Who's helping me? In reality, who's helping me? Who is helping me? Is it you? Did I finish the story about Sylvia? No. Let me finish this. So, anyway, jealousy, man. If I even remotely get a whiff that you're jealous of what I do, if I've given you 50,000 chances to support me and you never did, just showing up on my stream, just saying hi, no, bitch, you gonna pay me now. It's about money. it's about money. No, it's not all about money, but now it's about money because it's time for you to pay the piper. And maybe that piper might be me. Remember that song by Chiba? That song, I'm going to play that song. That's a mood. That is a mood. That is a mood. That is a mood. All of that, all of that, all of that, all of that. It's time for me to lead the good kids away from all of this crap. It's time for me to lead the good kids away from this bullshit industry bullshit, this bullshit activism bullshit, this bullshit we're living our best life bullshit. You spending money and you spending your parents' money and you don't you have bills? You have bills, but you be scamming for real. You have bills, but you living like vida loca on what? And I mean, everybody wants to smoke weed. Everybody knows you kids don't even need to smoke weed. You definitely don't need to do shrooms if you can't even smoke weed. Who the hell telling these kids to do shrooms when you can't even smoke weed? Do you know that shrooms, that type of ayahuasca, is a very ceremonial, it's a very ceremonial potion. See, I knew that. That's what I said. You so-called, you fake-ass wannabe Indians, Native American. Well, I don't know. You know what? Do you? Do you? Do you? Girl, don't care. Don't care. Finish your story. Let them do what they do. Shroom out, drug out, fentanyl. I don't give a damn. Back to me. Oh, there go the Men in Black. No, real. No, but maybe I'm the Men in Black, the real one. It's different when you're real about it. Ain't acting, son. Real Top Guns. There's a difference. There's a difference with real Top Guns and acting Top Guns. Acting Top Guns. That's why I say, whether you be Jehovah's Witness or Mormon or Scientology, don't come for me. Top Guns in reality are Top Guns in reality. I ain't playing. Whatever it is that you think you see. Mommy said, let the elephants talk for a minute. So, how I stay healthy is me and nature have a thing. So anyway, this is a funny story, okay, to me. Like when you were just asking me about it personally, I'll tell you about it. But when I was in the hospital, and I remember I had more migraine. If you've ever had a migraine, it was like the worst migraine. Maybe I did die. Maybe I am a clone. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe, God said, nope, 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 nope. She's got it. And I see it. I do have a job to do. It's this. But what I was saying was, when I went to the hospital and they said, well, this could kill you, and if we don't give it to you, reminding you that was the same night that Tyler, the creator, won the Grammy and Kobe and Gigi died. I'm giving you a timeline because stuff really happens like that. Was that a new moon? What type of moon was it? Where were we at? They're real with it. There go the yellow. It's the yellow, but the little yellow. See, Ranger Jacobs. See, I told you. It's the little. We have a lot of little yellow butterflies. A lot of yellow. Oshun. I remember somebody said, yeah, but Oshun was just a whore. But was she though? What Oshun are you talking about? It's funny when people try to test you with what you know about Yoruba and don't know who they're looking at. She said, oh, yeah. But I don't know about Beyonce and her magic, but her mother's a witch, and so? Did I flex when you said that? I didn't, did I? Why would I flex on any witch right now? It's an aesthetic. Can you see the aesthetic? Mommy said, Daddy said, look at the aesthetic. The aesthetic is right there. Nature is showing you right there. This is not a camera trick. I'm just sitting here being me. Anyway, so by the time they said, so after they told me all this and all that, I didn't feel like I was dying, but they said, you're not. Really? And I just walked in and drove here at night? Okay. So, after being Hillsong by everybody, and I mean everybody, I'm like, and clearly since, I can't commit suicide, So I'm like, well, you know what? I took the attitude, and I didn't call on my prayer warriors like Gilbert. I didn't cry anything like that. I'm like, you know what? Well, hell. Only time I really was crying was when that headache was kicking my ass. But right before they give me that stuff, like, you could die, you could not. I'm like, well, you know what? Fuck it. If I'm meant to be here, I'll be here. If I'm not, I'm not. That was the attitude I took. I didn't call up. I didn't call all the churches and call all my friends and call all my prayer warriors, which none of them called in to check in, even though I was showing you when I was in the hospital what I was doing. Okay, but how many of you really did check on me? None of you. I remember that, but you love it now that I came back. Hey, I've been your friend. No, step the fuck back. You weren't there then, so don't be there now. Navy. Yes. Real Top Gun shit. Didn't I just say it? That's what's up. I chose wisely. And us I trust. And I'm not talking to US. I'm talking us. It's a difference. And yet I am. It's a difference. If you don't know, you don't know. If you do, then prove it. And if you don't know and you try to make it about you, step the fuck back. I'm not that cat. Y'all didn't do shit for me, but I helped all of you. Look who you lifted up. Look who you lifted up. So how about now you lift up you? Because clearly the only person around here is going to lift me up is me. In reality, I would love for the real family to come out. Oh, wait, they have. So so I'm saying, like, you know what? Well, if I'm meant to be here, I'm not. If I wake up, I'm meant to be here. That's the attitude I took. I had no fear. I had no. Basically, they were saying you're dying, and this could kill you too. I'm like, okay, do what you're gonna do. And I had to sign off that I couldn't sue. Right off the bat, I knew, being a legalese mind, I'm like, yeah, okay, I know this is some shit. But hear me when I say, at the time, I did not care. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, well, you know what? I can't kill myself, so maybe this is a pass. Let go. Nope. Woke up with pains like I never had before. Woke up with the migraine, 10,000 migraines, all wrapped into one. And I still can't describe the pain. Can you imagine your head exploding on the inside? I mean, take the worst migraine. For real, if you've ever had a migraine, it makes me want to cry now when I think about that, because that was like the worst time of my life. If you've ever had a migraine, magnify it times 100. This was after the infusion. God, I remember I had just lost 20 pounds by then, or within like 2 or 3 days I lost 20. So you lose, it was a total body flush. I don't know what the fuck that shit was, but it was the migraine. And I'm like, I'm in a hospital, and I'm like, you can't give me nothing for the pain. Can't you give me, my head is exploding. We don't know what this is. We don't know what this is, so we can't give you anything, because if we give you something, it could affect what we already gave you. You didn't, I was an experimental child. I won't say I'm the first, but I was definitely one of the first, because it was after me, and after I went to Fort Bragg, and 2 weeks later, after I got my meds, after I checked myself out. I mean, and I do. I mean, somebody said, you checked yourself out too early. No, I checked myself out right on time. After the blood slaughter thing, you know, which is like, if it was that serious, after the blood slaughtering, and when they took me from the room to the ICU and to the other room or whatever they do, and I wanted to take a shower, and I'm like, you know, I'm like, okay, well, what about, because I'm still hooked up to the tubes. They said, oh, just take them out. I mean, I know I'm a nurse's kid, but I'm still like, all medicine out, like, take them out. Weren't you supposed to? And again, don't get me wrong, because these nurses were young and stuff like that, and maybe they didn't know. I don't know. I mean, it's everything works like a mash unit. It's mash. If you know, you know. But yo, there was blood everywhere. It was like a slaughterhouse in my room. And I'm like, then and then I'm saying I'm bleeding all over the place. And even then, it took them like about 5 minutes. There's blood everywhere. I'm right there. And they just took their own little sweet time. Like, well, she'll be fine. It's funny now. It wasn't funny then. But my point is, if it was that serious, well, serious about the blood then. So clearly, We all should have been dead, according to your reports of what it can do to you. Remember, they can make you sick. That's why my crazy ass cousins, like, we'll just keep wearing our masks and everything, so you won't make us sick. Bitch, I won't come around you. How about that? So I won't make me sick. I see you now. Everybody wants to be a preacher. Nobody wants to be a teacher. This is what I never wanted to do. How is everybody wants to be a preacher and God chooses me, not you? In reality, this has been my fight for years because I don't like none of this. There goes the butterfly again. There goes the bluebird of happiness. Uh, 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 uh. Don't get me wrong. I am grateful. I am thankful. I am blessed. But I didn't ask to be this. I was just born. But I was born with a purpose. My mom and dad gave me a purpose from jump. Faith. Show the faith. Be the faith. Love faith. Love you. Take care of you. Show you. Show us. Show your real legacy. They may forget about you and oh Lord, that bird just like, okay, y'all. Mom is like wilding out, not wilding out, but she's like, yep. She's like, I'm showing you all the confirmation you need. You gonna have to do this, baby. This is your legacy. You gonna have to do this. But that don't mean you gonna slay me, bitch. You ain't putting me up on no cross and no slay me for the entertainment industry, bitch. I slay all you hoes. Let the record state. I got my daddy and me. I will shoot all you motherfuckers down creatively. Poetic justice, yeah, that would be me. In reality, I'm not Kendrick Lamar. I'm not Cardi B. I'm not Nicki Minaj. I'm not the Beehive. I'm not the Barbs. Bees and Barbs don't come at me because I represent the real Barbs and Bees. I represent like Lorex, the real Lorex. We represent the trees. I'm representing the trees who are natural. See, y'all be smoking trees, but your trees ain't even natural anymore. And look at Biden Gates or Gates Biden or whoever it is. That whore, that motherfucker who wants to take everything natural and make it unnatural. Who told you that unnatural stuff is better than natural? And then you got these men. I'm a woman too. I see myself as a woman, so I'm a woman too. So you're gonna take something natural in you, and now I'm a better woman. I'm offended by the Queen of Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul. Who I am you are offended by a natural woman. See, you know what? You goddamn motherfucking salty ass bitch made men you know what? I hate a bully ass bitch. I hate any type of trick. I hate that shit. I have gay friends who hate you too because you don't represent the real LGBTQ. You are for the narrative, you stupid ass twitched out motherfucking slut. It's about time. Okay, mommy. Mess with me, your time could be up. Shots. Birds. Butterfly in my own backyard. So I'm the Ranger Manger, baby. I would choose where I'm at for right now. I'm at the right place, exactly where I need to be for my destiny. I don't need to be in DC. I don't need to be in New York. I don't need to be aligned with some whack ass rapper or industry. I don't need nobody coming for me trying to hit me up for my paper. I don't need no goddamn industry trying to sacrifice me just so you can run your ass up the chart. I told you, all you motherfuckers know heart, all of that is coming down. That whole damn industry is about to hit the ground. Then what would you do? How dare you? How dare me? How dare you? Sylvia, how dare you? Let's get back to this shit, this bitch. Then I'm through with that. No, you wanted to see this? No. Whole thing she gonna tell my story? Dallas in your head? Dallas about to, okay. Rhyme what I was about to say. So, anyway, so 7 weeks later, after I get out of the hospital, And it was like quick. It happened like almost in an instant. And thank God the irony of it and the alignment for the assignment and the timing. The timing always comes when you're paying attention. I had just seen maybe a day or two earlier where this black doctor, woman doctor, ironically, mom, nurse, all that, the energy, it's the energy and alignment for me, had said about how it's like a sleep. You go into this sleep, if you feel, it's a really weird type of sleep that you just instantly go to, it's a weird type of, like, you know how narcolepsy people just like fall out? It's like a weird type of sleep, but you feel it's just different. If you ever had, and some of my military family knows what I'm talking about. Some of y'all do too. If you get out of the narrative and you really understand and hear what I'm trying to say, it's a weird type of sleep. And she said it, okay. And when that happens, you know, you just gotta like hot, cold showers, hot, cold, hot, cold. That's where I got that hot, cold. That's why I told this little boy or the little girl, whoever, I don't even know who I was talking. I don't even know at this point who was DMing me. And that's why I'm like, block, 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 block. Now there's no communication. Don't let these little tarot hoes say, oh, well, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, and he's coming. Bitch, don't come at me. Stay with your tribe. We ain't doing that. You can't pray away STDs. You can't pray away spiritual cooties. You can't pray away the devil doo-doo on you. You can't pray away none of that shit, but you do what you do. See, all of them, you ever wonder why they all sussed out and they panned it out? What's the guy that, you know, like, what's the guy like, Major Payne, the little boy, you know, he told you, what was it, Orlando Brown? You ever notice how their eyes go black? They get panded out the ass. There's something when you go, I mean, you know, I don't even want to talk about that because that's like, ugh, yeah, ew, 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 no. But your goats do that. Today's goats, you eat ass. You eat pow. Even real goats don't do that. Where did you think you were going with that? So we are supposed to let our children? I don't even have children. I'm a better parent than all of you put together. Some of y'all should have never had children at all. And then you only did that for the paper. God damn it. Why are you having a child just for a check? That's why I had to check these people around here too. Like, why am I taking care of your children and you're getting the check? Where's my money at? You ain't bought nothing in this house. You ain't bought no food in this house. You ain't brought nothing. But I'm up here feeding your child. I'm up here giving your child water. I'm up here putting Band-Aids on your child's little boo-boos and shit like that. And you up here going around selling crack, doing crack, smoking crack, sucking dick, doing whatever you do. See, I don't judge, but God damn it, you ain't gonna use me like that. Users will always use. Always know a user is an abuser and an abuser is a user. Users will use and they will use you. This is not a knock on you. It's true. It's just math. Users use. It's math like that. So don't expect a user to be anything but a user. I don't give a damn what they're, the yellow butterfly. I don't give a damn where they are in status. You have politicians who use. They're users. You have actors and actresses who use. They're users. You have moguls, $1 million moguls and millionaires who use. They're users and abusers. And y'all okay with it? Okay. So so here the real one who had a real experience telling you, showing you in every way. Remember I showed you when I was in the hospital. At one time did you hear me go, I think, you know, I said something like the fact of, well, you know, take your meds, because my main doctor said, you got to take your meds. I got it. And I heard you, sir. Like I said, I salute to my team because, again, my mom's spirit. My mom's blood's in that hospital. There wasn't a damn thing y'all could do to me. You had to do right by me. You were going to do right by me. But that little Nazi-ass doctor, when I come back for the follow-up, and I'm telling him, this is me, everything tastes like metal. Everything. And you know me, I'm about my food. I did not lose taste before I went to the hospital. I mean, I didn't. I had the dizziness and all this and all that and blah 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 and all this, but I didn't have the metal taste till after I got the infusion. Then everything is starting to take. And he was like, "Well, that's just the medicine, that's just your body getting used to." And being a nurse's kid, I know for a fact that sometimes your body is telling you this medicine is not for you. Mind you, this say, not my 7 doctors. Okay, I got to wrap this up because I'm 50 cent power. But not my 7 doctors, but the follow-up, the Nazi guy. So, who could barely look at me. See, he didn't care. He didn't just... I'm just a little niggers coming through. And he's giving me, I'm saying I'm having heartburn. So he's prescribing me Xanax. On the same week that they called Xanax back. Like, bitch, you didn't know that you were giving me a bad drug. That's why I say everybody in the military ain't got love. Every preacher ain't got love. Every teacher ain't got love. Every politician ain't got love. You got to check what's right for you. Everybody in your community ain't got love for you. Some of these people will use you. That's true. Some of these people might want to roll up on you. The reason I do the things that I do is because I want them to know, and I want these kids to know that I'm not that hoe. You come to me, you could get shot down, yo. Don't play me. Val Jones ain't got no kids, so bitch, if it's R.I.P., that's on you. You shouldn't have played me like that. I'm the friendly one. I'm the good kid. It's time for good kids to win. It's time. I keep telling you, don't play with the military right there. You keep wanting to play with the military like there's some drug addict, dumb ass, stupid ass, thug ass, fucking suck hoe. Military will fuck you up, yo. You don't know about us. You don't know about that legacy. We're trying to be nice and be kind, but you know what? When your own government is lying. And so getting back to the doctor who said, she said, like, when you feel that, like, take hot and cold showers. I'm just in my house getting some, I think either I was getting some orange juice or some coffee. Then all of a sudden, I'm waking up from the floor. I don't even know when I fell out. I just fell out. And then I'm feeling like everything in me is just like, I'm feeling like flu and diarrhea at the same time, like instantly. I'm just feeling like, because I was, for a second I was fine, and then I wasn't. Then I ran to the trying to make my way to the bathroom, and the next thing I know, I am literally throwing up and shitting at the same time. I mean, it's disgusting. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. It was disgusting. You're talking about 3 or 4 inches. Can you imagine 3 or 4? Because I made it to the bathroom, but I didn't make it quite in time, but it was coming out both ways. So it's like 3 to 4 inches of shit and throw up all over the place. And I'm literally about to pass out. I'm on the stool, literally about to fall out and pass out. I thought the hospital thing was bad. That was bad, because I knew then. And the hospital, I didn't feel it, didn't know it, didn't care, except for, like, I mean, I felt it, but it was like, but it was in my bathroom. And I'm like, I am dying. I am dying. Like, I am dying. I could feel death. I could feel it. And I just wanted to, like, just fall out. I'm throwing up. There's throw up and shit all over the place. Now, somebody said, well, Val, why didn't you call 911? By this time, 911 was body bagging everyone. So, like, I wouldn't have come. If I was 911, I would body bag myself. Plus, the phone was in the front room, and I'm in the bathroom. So, why did I hear reveille somewhere? It's weird. But so I'm like, and I realize I'm about to slam out. I realize I'm dying. And you know what stopped me? Sometimes ego is a good thing. I said, I'd be goddamn if I make the front page news, not my mom and my dad's legacy. They did not give birth to me to be found dead in my bathroom in a trailer park here, behind some bullshit that the government did. No. And I remembered that nurse, that doctor, and I fought. I pulled out the God and Goddess in me. I fought that like I was fighting for my life. I became my own hero. Because Jesus wasn't going to come down out of the blue and help me. And there's some people who say right now, well, you know what, man? Jesus helped you. No, bitch, I helped me. I told myself, I will not die on this day like this. I will not. That was the hardest fight of my life. I'm glad I'm still here, because I'm surprised I made it. That's a tribute to me. Got in the shower, hot, cold shower, made my way to the shower when it seemed like was finally found a way for it, because I was not going to be found dead in my own shit and throw up. No, 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 no. They don't. She died of drugs. She died of this. She died of. There's so many stories like nope, nope, nope. That is not going to be how my story is played. You will not R.I.P. me today and have me a page in the paper and then go, we all left her. Fuck no. So anyway, I got to the shower. Thank you to that doctor who told me, the black doctor who told me that. Cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. I actually started feeling better instantly. That's why whenever you feel like that, you know, that type of sleepy, I mean, when you know, like you ain't sleeping, all of a sudden you just instantly get in the shower, hot, cold, because that boosts your immunity. Why come your doctors don't tell you that? That's why I found a doctor that was right for me. Like I told you, these medical professions, they're in bed with Big Pharma. So they're here for the fee. They're not here to make you well. Take charge of your health. You better take charge of yourself. So hot, cold shower. Then I got up. Then I got out. Clean that shit up. Because, I mean, I wasn't going nowhere. I had to clean that shit up. Got back in the shower. Hot, cold shower. Got back out. Me and my anal, like, it still ain't cleaned up. Had to clean it up some more. Got back in the shower. That was my story on that. So this drunk ass hoe, no offense, but that's how I felt about it, yo, because I'm trying to tell you what happened to me, but you just flipped the switch. Well, you know, Val, I was drunk. I've had that when I was drunk too. Bitch, that didn't have nothing to do with being drunk. I'm not the drunk. Damn, silk. But that's why I said anybody around here say, that's my big sister. I have no little sisters, okay? Let the record state, in reality, I have no little sisters. So anybody that says they're my little sister, they lying. Anybody that tries to steal my identity, they're lying. Social Security, you want to come for me, and like I said, I'm in your records as Valerie J. Baker or Valerie Jones Baker, and you sending me this bullshit letter from Pat saying Valerie F. and that I owe you money. Oh, hold up, wait a minute, bitch. I'm gonna give you some time to do what you do. You did this around 2017, and it's ironic it's coming from 2017. Every election time they do this to you. I am in my political science degree, completely political science and history and criminal justice. I am being me, and everything I'm saying is the honest to God truth. You don't think it is? Bring all your police and your lie detector. Put me on the judge show. Put me on judge whoever show. I'm already on a judge show. Hook the lie detector test up to me. I want military grade, yo, because I don't trust none of these motherfuckers unless I see it's the real shit. And you know by now, I know the real shit. One thing about military, we know the real shit. It's like cops have the best dope. I'm not saying that, but you know. You think they burn all that stuff? They do burn all this stuff, but that's another thing. See, I'm not trying to snitch, but don't be fronting on me. It's time for integrity. It's time that we be about our integrity, because you have babies dying behind this insanity. You have a whole generation dying behind this insanity. Genocide by any other name is genocide. We already know that you don't like black people, so you've been trying to kill our brown and red people forever, but now you killing off everybody. That's a whole other game, sir. What type of time you on? What is wrong with Biden and Gates? Y'all acting like y'all on some Stalin shit. Nah, not that bitch. And everything, Belarus, Russia owns everything. So before y'all start talking about Trump, remember Trump sold out the military to Russia. Biden sold out everybody. Gates don't give a fuck. He wants to make the whole planet sus. Which makes me think, what's up with you, sir? You confused, but you ain't God. That's it. Ranger Manger Show. We had a nice time in the sunlight together. Am I still playing jazz? I'm gonna rest it, huh? Cause man, this new moon, these retrogrades got me tired, and yet I'm still slaying them every kind of way. Oh, the computer like stopped. Water, but I found the right door. I found the right doctor for me. I don't do anything in the Cape Fear Valley Health System. Hell no, we don't do that. That's Cape Fear and Highsmith Rainey seem the same to me. So I don't do anything in Fayetteville like that. Honestly, I'm just saying y'all blew that blessing. So don't ask me to save you. Save yourself. Oh, Beautiful, relaxing music, all that and all that, tranquil paradise. Yeah, you know what, but screw that. That sounds like a narrative, right? Y'all be doing this narrative stuff. Like, I don't know, you don't be doing this narrative stuff on YouTube. Please believe I do. So, but with that being said, I'm going to end this. What would you expect from me? What would the real Oracle do? I know. And then we're going to end on this. Because after all, it's a brand new show. Family, I will see you tomorrow. I love you all so much. Thank you for being my therapy. Thank you for giving me a place to breathe free. Thank you to the real Rockefeller legacy. High vibing Gemini, high vibing Sagittarius. This is perfect. Perfect. Who might I be? Maybe I am God's child. What do you see? What would Jesus do? Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. I'm waking up the babies and the ones who live. Faith over fear. Don't let these devils come at you. Show them what we can really do. Blast them. Blast them. Creatively. Blast them. Don't let them take your money or your life. Come on. They're scared of you. Trust me, they're scared of you because we're all coming together and doing what we're supposed to do. You only need a few. You don't need everybody. I'm showing you right in front of you. What you gonna do when you look at me? What you see? I don't know. Either way, I'm still being me in 2023.
You're still never ready. The needle lies ready. Radically poetic. Standing with the fury that they had in 66. And like he double.
Shout out to Kevin Glover.
He was a body remover. I'll give you a dose, but it can never come close to the range.
You're forever connected, man.
Inside of me.
I love you.
Fist in the air in the land of hypocrisy. Movements come and movements go.
I need a band like that.
When their heads are flown. Cause all these punks got bullets in their heads. Department of Police, the judges, the feds. Come on, networks at work, keeping people calm. You know they went after King when he spoke out on Vietnam.
Sophia, Eureka.
To the have-nots.
Why is she not viral? Why is this band not viral? Because they're real. That's a one decent thing that makes you precious kids. Real rock and roll lives, baby. Real soul lives, baby. Real oracles live, baby. Real God lives.
With poetry, my mind, I flex. Flip like Wilson. Uncle's never lacking that finesse. What do I got to do to wake you up?
Shotgun shake.
You up to break
down,
the
now you go,
structure.
bitch.
Oh, blood still flows in the gutter. I'm like taking photos. Bad boy kicks up in the shutter. Set the groove.
Give me now, Sylvia. Give me now, Dallas. Give me now, whoever you be. Don't come for me. If I come for you, you know I'm coming with the accuracy and the flow. Yeah. I took a long time ago. You'll never be me. But now you're gonna see 2020 vision. Yeah, I heard it, but you don't hear me. Who's the real activist in the community? If it ain't me, then do what you do. Go ahead. To you. Shot. Shot. Let me check my nails. get to the point. You know me.
Not long, 'cause what you reap is what you sow.
Have a good weekend. Just what?